Hey, how's it going? If you're new here, my name is Jan and I love makeup. And if you're not new, thanks for coming back. I really appreciate you. Today's video, someone's having a real bad day. The helicopter's landing at the hospital. Okay, we're gonna wish them the absolute best and carry on because I have another choice. So today's video is going to be 15 random questions that have to do with Christmas. This video is going up on the Wednesday before Christmas, and I was thinking maybe you need a timeout and it would be fun to just sit and listen to me answer a bunch of silly Christmas questions, and you could maybe decompress for a minute. Or maybe you've got a boatload of things to do and you don't have time to stop, but you would like a bit of a distraction while you're doing things that don't necessarily require your attention or brain power. And so I thought I would just sit here and yammer, and maybe this will be fun, or maybe it will be helpful, or maybe you can take a bit of a time out. I'm looking at you, Shawnee. I know you need one. Let's just get going. These are random questions from random places on the interwebs. I just found some I thought were fun, wrote them down in my handy dandy little book, and reading off of that. So question number 1 is the weirdest decoration in my Christmas decoration setup right now. And it's actually more disgusting than weird, but not like super disgusting. Okay, so my mom has been gone 8 years, actually on Monday was 8 years, and I got a lot of her Christmas decor, and she loved teddy bears. And so she had this little teddy bear sitting on a clear plastic container filled with chocolate Christmas candy balls, wrapped in like the Christmas aluminum paper. And that's it. The chocolates are still in there. They're still wrapped. The little container hasn't been opened. And I'm not even sure how long she had the container of chocolates before she died. So yeah, it's kind of gross. It was mom's, and it sits there, and the kids ask me about it, and I explain to them that it's very, very, very old and they cannot eat it. They don't believe me because it's chocolate, and why couldn't you? But I haven't let them. Nor has the PMS been bad enough this month that I would break into it. So that's a plus. I mean, go me, right? Next up, what was Christmas like for me as a kid? And I gotta tell you, my mom had a lot of faults. A lot. But she did Christmas, man. It was amazing. Our Christmases as children were magical. She did it all, and she made it really, really nice, which, we have since tried to do with our kids, and I think we do okay. My favorite Christmas song, if you know me at all, you know there's more than one, and in no particular order. The song I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas is at the top of the list. Casey Musgraves just did a version that I found out about, and it's so good. And when Jackson lived with us, we bought him books, one book for every day starting December 1st leading up to Christmas. And one of the books that I got him was I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas. So we read the book, we listened to the song over and 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 over. And I love it. I just think it is so silly and fun and light and just delightful. And then the other day, my friend Marissa came over and brought me a hippopotamus. So I put some little false lashes on her because, she's fabulous. And so now she just sits on my desk, and I totally got a hippopotamus for Christmas. I do have two more favorite songs, like actual favorite of all time. If I had to give up every other song, I would have to keep these three. And the next one is Christmas in Dixie by Alabama. I discovered that song when I was 13 and had lived in Charlotte, and I just thought it was the coolest thing that I lived somewhere that was in a song. I was kind of a dorkfish. I'm still a dorkfish, but that's it. That's the only reason. And I mean, the song is really nice, like really, really nice. Highly recommend. And the last one is the absolute, if I had to only pick one, I think I could pick this one, and it's Old Toy Trains from Roger Miller. Just gets me right in my feels. I had boys, and that was my song. I just love it so much. So the next question is, do you always wish for a white Christmas / do you hope for 3 feet of snow or no snow? And for Christmas, I want it to be white. I live in Vermont. If it's not white, it's gray. Nobody wants a gray Christmas. So yeah, I would be much happier with 3 feet of snow than no snow, for sure. Also, I don't have to shovel it. I don't have to go out in it. So it's not really a fair question for me to answer because it doesn't actually affect me, but I love the snow up until Christmas. After that, it can burn in hell. Okay. The best gift I've ever gotten or given. And funnily enough, this is the same gift. A few years ago, I got my bestest friend in the whole wide world, my sister wife, the best present. I knew it was the best. And you know that little game you play in your head, like, oh, I'm going to win this year's best present competition. Not that it's real or I even really think it, but you know, like when you find something that's just so that person, you know it's going to be the best thing ever. I got her a Christian Louboutin nail polish. Just one bottle of nail polish. It was $50. I would never buy myself a $50 bottle of nail polish. But she deserves it because she's amazing. And that's what I gave her. And I even said to her, dude, I'm totally winning. Like, I got you the best present ever. And so we opened up our presents and she got me the exact same thing for Christmas. Like, what are the odds that it's amazing. So yes, I have my Christian Louboutin nail polish and she has hers, and it was just the coolest thing ever. Like, perfect, right? Okay. My least favorite Christmas song has got to be Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. That is the worst song. I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's cute. When I was little, I did, but when I was little, I was incredibly not smart. So let's just move on. If you like it, that's fine. No judgment. For me, I picked Old Toy Trains and I wanted bottoms for Christmas. Pot kettle come in pot, you're black. Okay. Do I have Christmas jammies? No, I don't. I wear the same few nightgowns all the time. I don't have Christmas jammies. The next question is, have I ever wrapped anything in something other than wrapping paper? I have not, but I have received gifts wrapped in tie-dyed kitchen towels and lace ribbon. So I haven't done it, but I've gotten it, and it's very cool. The next question is, when do I start decorating for Christmas? I decorate for Christmas on Thanksgiving. I don't get my tree then because you can't buy a tree on Thanksgiving anymore. But I decorate on Christmas or on Thanksgiving, and then we add to it as things, come in, or we shop and find more. So yeah, we start on Thanksgiving. The next question was, can you name all of Santa's reindeer? And I was like, of course I can. And so I thought about it and I was like, I have to sing the song. So I have to sing the song, Dasher and Dancer and Prancer and Vixen, Comet and Cupid and Donner and Blitzen, and Rudolph, aka Shawnee. If you know, you know. All right, next up. When is it officially Christmas in your family? So if you know me or you've seen any videos since I started filming holiday videos, you know it's when we watch Home for the Holidays, which happens on Thanksgiving. And can I just tell you real quick, a few years ago, Thanksgiving started happening at my oldest son's house with his wife and kids, and everybody goes there. And, she does all the cooking, and it's really, really nice. It used to be at my house, but you got to pass on the reins to the next gen. So this year, after dinner, Dallas rented, he's my oldest son, I call him Bubba Head. He rented the movie and we all watched it together. I didn't know he was going to, and it was really cool. Like, probably not a big deal, but yeah, it was a big deal to me, and it was very cool. So that'll be a nice little memory that stays with me for a minute. The next question is, have you ever gone caroling? And I don't think so. Definitely not as an adult. I have a niggling memory of maybe doing it with the church we went to when I was little and didn't have a choice in the matter. I feel like we might have done something then, but I can't say with 100% certainty. So that's that. So we have 2 more questions to answer. The next one is, what's your favorite ornament on your tree right now? My favorite ornaments, there's a few, are the pine cones that my kids and I decorated when they were little, very, very, very little. And they probably had no business having glitter glue, but yeah, they go on the tree every year. They are my favorites. Anything the kids make, my kids or the grandbabies, I love them with my whole heart. So yeah. And the last question is, are you a last minute shopper or do you have it done super early? And I'm both. I start shopping pretty much whenever. For me, Christmas is tricky because I tend to buy my kids and my grandbabies things all the time. If I'm out, which happens not often, or if I'm just on the Zon perusing and I find something I think someone will like, I just buy it and give it to them. So from like mid-November to Christmas, I still do the same thing, but then I can't give anybody anything. So right around September, I start thinking about, okay, I should probably put this away and I'll give them this one. I'm changing the rules for Christmas next year. They don't know yet, but it's happening. I've officially declared no more big Christmas thing. I want to be able to give everybody presents randomly from like Thanksgiving to Christmas, just whenever the urge strikes. Here, have a present. For me, it feels like that makes more sense. You could get, say, a handful of presents at one time, or one present a week or every few days for a month. And I feel like if you open that one present, you get that one present, then you have more appreciation for it. And I don't need the snaps or the appreciation, but like if you get a whole bunch of things at one time, and you're a kid anyway, what do you play with first? What do you do first? I think it would be overwhelming. And so I've decided next year, my babies are getting something all the time, and I'm not hoarding presents and not giving them to them. I like giving people presents. It makes me feel good when I see something and I'm like, oh my gosh, so-and-so would love that. They need to have it. Whether it's a 25-cent gumball machine toy thingy or, I don't know, an $80 coffee table. When I see something that I think someone would like or need or find useful, I get it and give it to them. So there you have it. Those are all of my answers. I'm not sure how long this video is. Hopefully long enough that if you needed a timeout, you got it, or not so long that if you've got 50 million things to do, you can still do them all. Either way, I super appreciate you hanging out with me. I hope that you're having a good holiday and you're remembering to take care of you. It's a lot. There's a lot going on, or maybe there's not a lot going on and you're not feeling that great. It's almost Christmas and it's not the same for everybody. So just know that if you're struggling, I'm thinking of you. If you need to reach out, you can reach out to me. I'm happy to be a friend. And if you're celebrating, let me know what you're doing. Are you busy making cookies or what's happening? Let's chat down in the comment section. I super appreciate you being here today. Thank you so much. Be good and remember to be kind to you.